I'll tell you, it's real easy. I was putting myself in sleep paralysis, and I have my eye mask. When I do this, I do it with an eye mask. And in the eye mask, I can see. So this is my soul eyes opening up. This ain't my physical eyes. And literally everything is dark, and then like a hole opened up like this. And I'm literally looking at it, and I see stairs going up like this, white stairs. Like I can walk up the stairs. If I would have been able to get through there, I was gonna walk right up them stairs and go into one of them. And it was two big white crystal type building, that two
Yeah.
sides of a building. So it's like a little passageway through.
Yeah.
So like I guess you walk in there, you can go wherever you go. But it was like a white crystal type thing on the sides. And so I literally started pushing my face into that hole, and it was closed in
Dang.
like that quick. I was like, shit. And I knew what it was. Soon as I woke up, I said, oh, fuck, that was it. I was pissed. And
So
then
what was
I couldn't get back to it that night.
what was that when you say that was it? What was it? Yo, 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 what's up? What's up, family? What's going on? Welcome back to Inner Dominion. It's your boy Black Phoenix in the building. And I know y'all been waiting on it. I've been looking forward to it too. And this part two, I'm back with none other than Corey Brandon in the building, the OBE Soul Traveler. What's up, bro?
What's up, fam? How you doing?
Hey man, hey, we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got a lot of catching up to
Yes,
do,
we
man. How
do.
you doing though?
I can't complain at all, man. Just enjoying this round one experience even more now. So we'll get into that and like how everything is going with the OBE stuff and all of that. But like, man, I can't. I'm happier to be alive than I ever was before, and
Word.
not because just to be alive, but because now I understand what I'm doing here, and it makes it a little bit easier to be here.
Well, you know what? I'm be honest with you. I'm a little jealous that you could say that, so to speak. Cause like ever since the last video, and I want to apologize to my viewers because part of the reason why I haven't, really been able to do as much is because in my journey right now, the body has been giving me some issues. So at the end of the month, I actually have to have another brain surgery.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
So so yeah, so I mean, it's been interesting, but
Hmm.
not to make that sound like a bad thing, but I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Like since when we had our conversation,
Hmm.
that's when I was like, man, I gotta OBE, I gotta get out. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I've been doing
Yeah.
everything I
Yeah.
possibly could to
Yeah.
get out of my body because I'm like, yo, I want to understand what's going on. What's
Right.
up with this? You feel me?
Right. 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 Right.
Um, but it hasn't happened. Like, bro,
Mm.
literally like a couple of weeks ago, I spent 3 hours in the MRI machine.
Oh wow.
Now,
Okay.
I will say this though, like because I do so much breath work and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
constantly doing the OBE stuff, being in it wasn't really a problem. Well, after a while, it did kind of my body did start to get a little tight, but I mean, 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
while I was in there, my silly self go sit there and say, "Man, I wonder if I can get out of my body while I'm in here." Even though I'm in a
I was
big,
gonna say you should have.
but
You
I'm in
should
a
have
big.
tried.
But here's the thing: I tried, but bro, I'm in a big magnet. Think about it. I'm
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
magnet.
Yeah. Yeah. But listen, it would have been a great way to tune out your surroundings, even if it didn't work. It's still tuning out your surroundings and going inward,
I
right?
did.
So that's what I'm saying. If it didn't work, that's fine. But like, it's a great way to tune in and go inward. Um, I know exactly what you're going through because until well until recently, I haven't had much of anything happening. Like I've been doing the method and everything, and nothing's been happening.
Yeah.
Um, and so I know what you mean. Like you like trying to push it, and honestly, that's what a lot of my subscribers are saying too. Like, hey, they've been working on it and practicing. And the only thing I can really tell them is just stick with the practice. Like it's not once you, it's crazy because it's like once you crack that first egg, or
Hmm.
first code, it started becoming easier and easier and easier. But if you stop or you let something get in the way, then it's almost like starting from zero, which is what happened to me. Um, so yeah, and we can get into that too.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, and again, I wanted to say, listen, man, I know, I understand what you're going through. Well, I empathize with what you're going through.
yeah, no
I
doubt.
don't know it personally, but I've seen people going through certain things health wise. I've gone through things health wise, not maybe not to that extent, but um, just keep remembering this is all par for the course.
For sure.
You understand, and don't ever let that how you react to this emotionally is going to ultimately determine the outcome of it, if that
Right,
makes sense. So
right, right.
stay in peace, move as though you don't have to have a surgery at the end of the month. That makes sense. Like, I know
Yeah,
it's on your mind, but you have to get to a point where emotionally it don't affect you to the
right,
point, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of stay emotionally balanced and that don't get too high, get too low. And I know you don't, but
right.
I'm just, that's just a
No, I
word for
feel you.
you and anyone else who is going through stuff like that. You have to find a way to stay emotionally balanced in it all, and trust that it is going to come out on the other side in the way you want it to. So
Right. Nah, for sure, bro. And I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Because I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world going through some stuff. But
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front. It's wild because like they gotta go in and cut into the back.
yeah,
So the journey is
yeah.
gonna
No,
be
it's a
interesting. So
surgery.
yeah,
Yeah, it's for real. It's not play. It's for real. But the great thing about it is, if you having this done, it's gonna be done by people who've been trained to do it. So and they
facts,
know what they're doing, and they don't play with people's lives. So um,
facts.
you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then and you know what may end up being cool out of all of this is when they put you under to do it, you may actually have that experience you're looking for. And
Exactly.
so, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's the worst way to have it, but shit, I'll take it any way you can get it. If you can get over there and get some knowledge and some answers.
yeah.
I know when my little sister had her near death experience, she was on an operating table and she went into a coma, and that's when
Right,
she had her experience. So um, it might be that may be the very thing that triggers your experiences going forward.
right,
So, look at it as it could end up being a blessing for you now. It ain't a thing to have OBs. Like and obviously, like I say, you don't want it to come to that to get there, but if you got to do it anyway, that's the
right,
way you should look at it. It's got to happen anyway. So, um, when you go under, set your intentions. Set your intentions to leave your body and to explore. You'll come back as long as your body, as long as they don't make no mistakes, you'll come back.
right.
And listen, brother, I ain't even trying to sound crazy, but if you don't come back, cool. Hey,
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm be jealous of you, to be quite honest.
The thing, I feel you. The thing is this, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm so thankful for you, right?
Mm,
Because like for me, it is more challenging because I'm telling you, like neuropathy is no joke. And
right.
what what after seeing the MRI, he showed me what it's doing to my spine and how the brain is
Mm,
pushing up against my skull.
ooh,
That and yeah, and so it's causing a lot of pain and stuff. So that's
right.
why it is challenging for me to get out of my body consciously. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But for me at the same time, it's like, man, the fact that I know you and that you've been over there, and again, bro, I
Mm-hmm.
can honestly stand off of your experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
Mm-hmm.
know you and I know you don't
Yeah.
BS when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So if
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't happen, I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I continue to focus on is more than anything is how to dwell in realm one. Cause this is some
Exactly.
pretty, bro,
Exactly.
this is a madness we in, bro.
Yeah. 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 For sure. For sure. For sure. And listen, to be honest, the reason you going over there for now is to gain knowledge to help you live a better experience here.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I think people get caught up in, seeing cool stuff, or oh, I can go to the halls of Amenti, or I saw this or I saw that. And they almost use it like a thing where they can kind of act like they better than other people, not knowing that everybody literally can do this. Like it's
Right.
not a special gift that only certain people have. Everybody, matter of fact, everyone is doing it every night when they go to sleep. So
But
because yeah, go ahead.
but the thing is, some people are doing it and they think that it's a part of their imagination.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And they
yeah,
they
yeah,
questioning or invalidating
yeah,
their experience. I didn't mean to cut you
yeah.
off, but
No, no, no. You're right. No, you, and that was a great point to make. And when I hear people, I've had people recently say, "Well, how do you know it's not this or versus that?" And I tell them straight up, I know because I've had the experience. Now, if you looking for me to tell you what you need to know, that ain't gonna work because I can only tell you what I know. If you want to know for yourself, you got to go over there. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Either you trust what I'm saying or you don't, and you need to go see for yourself. Um, but I'm finding a lot of people are looking for a new religion, and I think this is the thing that people are kind of, trying to make this into a new religion. Well, I'm following this person. I'm following Darius. I'm following Corey. I'm following whoever.
right,
And I tell people all the time, don't follow me. Like I'm just here sharing my experience. I'm not nobody's messiah. I ain't no, what I'm saying.
right, right,
I'm not even here for that. Like I'm
right.
here to share my experience and help people understand what this is and pursue it themselves. I'm here to give freedom, like
And
to
like
help
you always
people
say in
find
your
their freedom.
videos, follow your
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Follow yourself,
learn
trust your soul. Yeah,
shit right. And that's been the thing for me. Like I do be checking out your videos, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I have multiple accounts, so I be giving you some likes from one of my other accounts. But like that I'll be honest, like that has helped me a lot in my experience and not invalidating stuff that I've seen. Because bro, I'm telling you, like even though I can't say I've consciously done the come out of the body thing,
Right,
like I said, I had it years ago, but again, I didn't control it. You
right,
feel what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right, right, right.
And
Yeah.
so right now I'm not necessarily experiencing the control. However, there's other things that were happening
Hmm.
that it was like it's almost like I got to the point where I was almost looking at like, man, none of this stuff is real until I can have the OBE. And I don't know if other
Yeah,
people out there feel
yeah,
that way, like
yeah,
none of this is valid until I
yeah.
have the OBE.
Till you had the experience. And listen, that's that's valid. Like, you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
somebody said, I don't believe nothing you say until I have it, that's exactly what I'm telling people. Go have the experience. Don't believe nothing I say.
right,
Go have the experience for yourself. And then we can come back and we can sit and laugh about, damn, you was right. Like, that's what this is. Like, again, I'm not here to preach a gospel or to be nobody's messiah. I'm not, that's not what it's about. It's really about me just sharing the experience that I found the truth. Now,
right,
if you don't believe it's the truth, it don't. This is the thing, man. It don't matter. We all gonna find out in the end anyway.
right,
Everybody's gonna know what I know right now, whether you believe it or not. I don't care what you believe, because belief is a con. We talked about that the last time. Belief is a con. That's saying I don't know something, so I'm gonna tell myself I know something that I don't actually know. That's what
right,
belief is. When you say
right,
I believe in the Lord, well, that's just saying I believe in a being that I don't know who that being is. I never seen them, never talked to them, but I believe that being exists, right? So
right.
you don't know, you just saying, you convincing yourself that you know something.
Exactly.
So I tell people all the time, I don't believe in me, go find out for yourself. And so when people say, well, how do we know? We don't know. I know. And if you want to find out, then you need to go have the experience, right? So you can
Right.
know. Because even if you trust in what I say, you still just believe in. You believe in what I
True,
say.
true. Right,
You know what I'm saying? You don't know for yourself. And so this is why in like my Telegram group, I tell my group this all the time. Go find out for yourself. Like I'm here to empower people.
right,
Um, I see a lot of people, I see channels like stuff comes across my channel or my feed, or people send me stuff. Hey, check this person out, check that person out. And I feel like a lot of it is not empowering. It's kind of like I have this power and I did this and I did that. And, kind of creating that follower group.
right.
I don't want to follow a group. I don't care nothing about followers. Like I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is empowering you to go find out for yourself so that you have the same, so that you can start having the same inner body experience that I'm having now.
Right.
Where you ain't worried about the temporal things, your health, for example, money, relationship. You don't worry about that stuff because it's all temporal. It's gonna be, it's here today, gone tomorrow. Like it
Right.
really is. And it sounds so, when I say it, it sounds like, oh, he don't care about nothing. Well, really, I don't. because it don't matter. It literally don't matter. Like it don't matter. Like when I leave here, nothing is going to matter. Not my children, not none of that stuff. It's not going to matter. It's I'm not going to be sitting on the other side mourning because I left them. Like I'm not going to be doing that.
You don't think I mean, like, okay, because you've been over there on the other side, you
Hmm.
don't think, like, for example, your well, okay, you saw your friend, right?
Yeah,
So
he wasn't gonna cry. He wasn't mourning me. He wasn't mourning at all. He had the biggest smile on his face I ever seen.
right, so but he was happy to see you, right?
Yeah, yeah. But
What-
for him, again, let's go back to the time not existing,
Right,
right? So say I pass tonight, right? And
right,
you pass 20 years from now. When I see you on the other side, it ain't like I've been sitting there waiting for 20 years on the other side for you to die. Does that
right.
make sense?
Yeah,
When you
yeah, yeah.
pass, it's like we jumped in here and came right back out.
So it's like you just went in the other room and came, like,
And came back
okay,
out.
say
Yeah,
we
yeah.
roommates. You just went in
Hmm.
the other room, went in your bedroom, I went in my bedroom,
And
we just
opened the
came
door and
back out.
came right back in
Got you,
because
got you.
time don't exist. There is no past, present, and future. So I'm not my mother is there. She not waiting on me to show up. When I show up, it's gonna be like I never left. That
Right.
makes sense. Because
Yeah, yeah.
she isn't bound by time.
Right.
And so this is why they not worried or over there crying about us because once we there, they not even it ain't even registering that we've been gone for a long
See,
time.
when
It's
when bro, when
yeah.
you say stuff like that, right? Because in since the last time we, talked and
Hmm.
stuff, bro, it's been so many different things I've processed in my brain outside
Hmm.
of the things I'm dealing with my brain,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But but it's like the the whole aspect of spirituality. I'm going back to
Hmm.
something you were talking about,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of jumping on earlier. Like it seemed
Hmm.
like the whole spiritual community, they're creating a whole new freaking religion out
Hmm.
of nothingness. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? It's like none of this shit they talk about makes sense. I mean, like it makes sense, but it don't make sense. And then whenever I hear you say, like, okay, you know, there's no time, and I'm going somewhere with this. Like, there's no
Yeah. Yeah.
time. So when they are saying your ancestors mad about this and da 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 da, it's like, where is this coming from? Where does this stuff? Like bro? For me, even as a person who has practiced some of these things,
Hmm.
it has made me really question where's
Hmm.
this shit coming from. Like, bro, I'm almost becoming somewhat what almost sound like I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
We
all
yeah.
all all of it is starting to sound like bullshit to me.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, I am an atheist in terms of how they perceive this whole thing
Right,
to be.
right,
I've said this before and I'll keep saying it. There is no God man with a white beard and a white
right,
robe sitting on a throne dictating the affairs of the universe. That does not exist. That is not a thing. It comes from the God, it comes from the God realm, which is a realm that all of us have probably participated in one time or the other, where you have your Greek gods, Zeus, and all of them.
right,
It literally it comes from that, and those beings are only figments of another epic story. Like you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
So when it comes to that, I understand. I don't even call it God. I call it source because
right,
source is the beginning of all creation.
right,
And source is just unconditional love. It's not a person. It's not a being. It's not a man or a woman, or it's not even a spirit. It's just an energy.
right,
Um, I think where this spiritual stuff comes from the lack of mankind's ability to understand the other side. Because
right,
once you done had an OB, none of that stuff translates to what you experience. Like there ain't no
mhm,
spirit realm. When I come out of my body, I'm in the same physical realm I'm in right now. The only difference is I can see more because I don't have no limitations of what I can see.
Right.
meaning I can see colors that I've never seen before. I can see light that ain't no sun involved. I'm radiating the light. I'm the light of the day.
Right.
Um, I can hear, I can fly, I can do all these things because I don't have no limitations. But all that stuff is still happening in the construct. Like it's physical. And what happens is because we can't come to terms with the fact that physicality exists even more so on the other side, we try to make it spiritual, so
Right.
mystical, and oh, it's flighty, and no, this you can everything is invisible or see through, and you can, it's all spiritual, it's all a spirit.
Right.
When
Right.
in
Right.
actuality, spirit just means air. Your soul is what's going over there. The spirit, the way it was shown to me, spirit is the air you breathe. That's why the natives used to call it the Great Spirit. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's the air that keeps you alive. That's the spirit. When God blew the spirit of life into Adam,
Right.
basically what they're saying is air went into Adam's lungs and he
Right.
breathed. Um, and obviously we know that story is convoluted anyway. He didn't make them out of clay and all that other shit. There was a
Right. Right.
DNA, high genetic experiment is how we are. These current flesh suits, Homo sapiens sapien was created. But when they say breathe the breath of life, they talking about oxygen. Like that's what
Right.
it
Right.
is.
Right.
And so I focus less on the spirit stuff because there's no there's no concreteness in it. It's all abstract. Because when you talk
Right.
about spirit, it can be anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, the construct is still, even in your soul form, the construct is very physical. Like I flew through my ceiling. I could feel the ceiling as I was flying through it. I flew through it. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Um, like you can open a door in your soul form. You can open a door because your soul is just as physical as your physical body. The only difference is because you're in soul form, you can match the frequency of the door to where you don't have to open it. You can walk through it because your frequency and the frequency of the door are the same. So you can
Man.
walk through a door. You see what I'm
Bro.
saying? And you can do that
Man.
instantly just by thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Your manifestation is instant on that side.
I am, bro. I'm telling you. When the time does come for the surgery, if I
Yeah.
can, because I mean, I know what it's
Yeah.
like when
No,
you
it
do.
ain't no if you can, you will. It's just gonna take time.
No, no, just hear what I'm saying. What I'm about to
Yeah,
say. I'm
yeah.
saying because when they put the anesthesia on, I'm
Uh,
telling you, you know what I'm saying. I am
yeah.
going to do everything I can
Oh yeah.
to
Yeah.
catch it because that's different from having to wait on the binaural beat, going
Yeah.
into REM
Yeah.
sleep. Like
Yeah.
you
You
know
might
it's
go,
coming.
you going right in, yeah, you going right into that sleep, sleep
That,
paralysis.
yeah,
And when you do, and listen, the key is just try to stay as aware as long as you can while they doing the numbing, doing
right,
the anesthesia. Just
right,
keep yourself aware as you can, because the anesthesia is putting your body to sleep, but it
yeah,
can't put your mind to sleep. You see what I'm
right.
saying? So you try to stay aware as long as possible, and you gonna feel the shifting, the vibrations. You should feel all of that. And when you feel your soul starting to lift, just get your ass up and go.
Because
Um,
the procedure is 4 hours, so I'm like, I got
mhm.
4 hours to go play.
Yeah, you got, bro, that's a lifetime. Like I'm telling you, I done been gone, and it felt like an hour or two, and I only been gone a few minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
again, on that side, it ain't no time. So
right.
you be gone for months, years,
Yeah,
decades, even if that's what you choose to do during that time. Because again, there's no time. So
right.
I would focus on what you want to access. So if it's the soul records, like as they doing the anesthesia, you keep your intention. You say it in your mind. My intention is to go to the soul records. I want to go to the soul records. I want you keep repeating that,
So
and
the
as
soul
you
record is where I get to see what's going on with my
yeah,
soul contact, right?
your soul. The other times you've been here, you get to see if you've been here before, and those other lives, you can see all of that. Yeah, that's your
Okay.
record of your soul. So like, and that's in the heavenly realm. So that's in I don't know what number it is. Darius got them all numbered out, but yeah, that's in the
Wow.
heavenly realm.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
that's
Okay.
crazy because I had an experience one time where I was putting myself in sleep paralysis. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I've talked about it before. I put myself in sleep paralysis, and a portal opened up, and I could see what the heavenly realm, like it was two big white buildings and some white stairs. And
Wow.
I tried to go in, and it closed up. And I was like, fuck. I was so mad, bro. I was so pissed because I was like, yo, I was almost in that motherfucker.
Right.
But yeah, nah, yo, I was super hyped.
So
So yeah.
what? Like, okay, so whenever that happened, like walk
Mhm.
me through it. Okay, it opened up. Was it a
So
matter of?
so I'll tell you, it's real easy. I was putting myself in sleep paralysis, and I have my eye mask. When I do this, I do it with an eye mask. And in the eye mask, I could see. So this is my soul eyes opening up. This ain't my physical eyes. And literally everything is dark, and then like a hole opened up like this. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally looking at it, and I see stairs going up like this, white stairs. Like I can walk up them stairs. If I would have been able to get through there, I was gonna walk right up them stairs and go into one of them. And it was two big white crystal type building, the two
Yeah.
sides of a building. So it's like a little passageway through.
Yeah.
So like I guess you walk in there and you can go wherever you go. But it was like a white crystal type thing on the sides. And so I literally started pushing my face into that hole, and then it closed up
Dang.
like that quick. I was like, shit. And I knew what it was. Soon as I woke up, I said, oh fuck, that was it. I was pissed. And
So
then
what was
I couldn't
what
get back to it that night.
what was that when you say that was it? What was it?
The soul records, the building where your
Oh,
soul,
that
the
was the
soul
building
records.
of the
Yeah,
soul.
that
Oh,
was it. That was
oh,
it. And I'll send you a picture of kind of what it looked like
yeah,
that I did on I did with Chat GPT, because
yeah,
whenever I had these experiences, I'll have Chat GPT do me like a rendering of it so I can kind of remember what I saw.
right.
So I'll send that to you, and if you want, you can add it to this video, like a little clip in, so they can see what we're talking about. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, so it was a portal, and the portal was no bigger than maybe 2 feet in diameter,
Okay.
and then it closed. Yeah,
Hmm. Now I
yeah.
had a similar experience, but it wasn't that I saw a building or anything like
Mhm.
that. However, I can say that I felt a separation of the air quality, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah.
almost
Oh,
felt
yeah.
cooler
Yes,
through
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
portal. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes. It's perfect air.
Yeah.
It don't have no pollution to it. It ain't no. I mean, you ain't technically ain't breathing because you don't have lungs. You don't need to breathe. It's not a when you on that side, your soul don't need any of the things that your body here needs. None of
Right.
them. Your soul is pure energy, pure, unadulterated, unconditional love energy. This is
Indeed.
why that's why I tell people ye are gods, because you are made, your soul is made of the same thing that source is made of, pure unconditional love. So yeah, so but in that environment, everything feels pure. It
Right.
feels light. It feels
It does. Yeah, and that light
yeah,
feeling, like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
you,
Everything feels light. Nothing feels heavy. Nothing feels burdensome. It all feels light. It feels perfect,
and that
honestly.
and so see that again, even though I haven't consciously done it, as far
Hmm.
as like I know what is called, I guess, astral projecting. Bro, I'm
Hmm.
telling you, again, this whole spiritual stuff, the lingo, the
Yeah.
jargon,
Oh,
and all this stuff.
I'm finna get on you on that too, by the way. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm finna tear that down too.
Yeah, cool. Because again,
Yeah.
it's like there's so many different labels to stuff. I don't.
Again, people trying to create new religions. That's it. That's all it is.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever it is that I'm doing, I know this. Whatever I'm doing, uh, I'm moving through some. I've been moving through some stuff. I even remember like, uh, remember last. I think last time you were talking about the water and the salt and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was like in a space again. It was during the time I was pushing for OBE or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
other things happened in the process, and man, it was like I could literally see the downloads coming down, bro.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
it was freaking amazing. Like I could
Hmm.
literally see the
Yeah,
downloads coming
coming
down.
down. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep,
it
yep.
made sense of how the way it was coming down. Why it made more sense why you do need water to
Mm.
distribute so it can get distributed
So yeah, and
throughout
so it
the
can,
entire.
yes, yes, and that's the saline helps that electromagnetic charge of that download
Mm-hmm.
be downloaded into your physical flesh. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it just helps it. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that it's because it helps your electromagnetic field. That's the
Right.
way it was explained to me. Now, so let me explain to you kind of what you experiencing because I think this is where I want to set things straight. Like, I don't believe in astral projection or the astral plane. I don't call it none of that because the way it's been explained to me as far as the astral plane is that these are places that you can be sent to without your control, and your
Elaborate.
soul can't be sent anywhere. Like, you can be sent to a lower plane or to a higher plane. Like, you can't be sent anywhere. Your
Okay.
soul is totally autonomous. You only go where you want to go. So if
Right.
you go into a lower realm, it's because you believe there's a lower realm. Nothing is forcing you to go to a lower realm.
Right.
And with this, the astral projection community, it feels like they almost saying you don't have control on that side. Like, you just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
wandering around and observing shit. And what that really is lucid dreaming. So there's three things that I've experienced. I don't know nothing about no astral projection because I've never been sent anywhere I didn't want to go. Um,
Gotcha.
there's a dream, which is a dimensional space, which is
Mm-hmm.
basically like you, it's basically your projection. It's your thought forms projected into a real where you actually observing this thing that you have created in your through your thought forms. That's a dream, aka dimensional space. Then
Right.
you have lucid dreaming, where you're aware that you are dreaming. So when a dream, most of the time you just there observing shit. You don't even know you're dreaming. You just show up in this place, and then you like, oh, what the fuck is this? And da 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 da. And you just go through. You watching a scene, right? Almost,
Right.
but you in the scene. With lucid dreaming, you become instantly aware. I'm in a dream, and that happened to me. Did I tell you the one about my daughter getting lost?
Yes.
Okay, so I told you about that
Yeah,
one.
I saw the video. I saw the video
Okay,
with
cool.
yeah.
So that was one, and I'm gonna tell you about another lucid dream I had recently. But that was one where I recognized I was dreaming. I was like, I don't want to be in this shitty ass dream, and the dream collapsed around me, and I woke up in my body.
Hmm.
But I knew in that moment I was dreaming. I looked around, I was like, oh shit, this is a dream. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be in this dream. I literally said that out loud in my head, but it was loud, like it was audible.
Right.
And I said, I don't even want to be in this dream. And the dream did like the and collapsed, and I went back through my portal and went back in my body. Um, and that's a lucid dream. So I've been having more of those lately than even OBEs. I haven't been having OBEs. I've been having more lucid dreams, to the point that me and Darius talked maybe a week ago. So he's been helping me and a couple other people he working with learn
Yes.
how to come out of our body through lucid dreams. So I'm still working on that now. So, and it's really simple, but you have to become aware in the dream, right? And
Right.
that part is the hard part, because you in the dream, sometimes you just a casual observer of the dream, and
Right.
then sometimes you realize in the middle of the dream you're like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And that's when it becomes lucid, because now you got control, you becoming more aware, your consciousness is coming through at a certain percentage.
Right.
And so at that point you're supposed to look at something. I say look at your hands and just stare at them, and then just say, hey, give me 100% consciousness. And at that point you will pull your soul through that lucid dream out of your body, and then from there you can start moving just like an OBE.
Now, see, that's very encouraging to hear because
Yeah.
I can say, all right, so I use the term astral projecting, whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
lucid dream, that's what I've
Yeah.
been doing.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so hearing you say that, I do kind of catch myself in my dreams. But I
Mhm.
ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sometimes I'm in them dreams and I like being an observer. I'll be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah. No,
What's
listen,
been direct? What I mean, what's been
fam. It's dreams I be having. I just like I'm just casually observing. And if it's a bad dream, I know I can leave. Like I literally would be like, yeah, I don't want to be in this dream. Or I've done that before. That was just one time I did that with my daughter. It's been times where I was like having a quote unquote nightmare, but it's basically my own dimensional space that I'm projecting with my
Yeah,
thought forms. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm finna go. And I'll leave the dream. I'll wake up. I'll force
right,
myself to wake up. Like I'll know, I'll literally be like, yeah, I'm out of here. And
right,
I'll literally wake up after that. So some of these dreams I enjoy. Like it's been some great dreams I done had. And then there's some but they're all part of the experience. So again, people try to separate them into, oh, well, that's just this or that's just that. Well, it's
right,
all the same because your soul is involved. So
right,
your soul may just be a casual observer. Your soul may be 50 to 85% aware and you in a lucid state. Or your soul can be 100% aware and 100% consciousness and you in a full OBE, but it's all still it starts with the soul. It's founded in your soul. So
mhm,
people are, and in my group we were talking about something, and I put this in our group. A lot of this astral projection community and spirituality community, what they end up doing is they start giving the mind credit that they should be giving the soul. Your mind
mhm,
is nothing but your brain that they about to work on is literally nothing but a processor.
right,
It processes information around you through your five senses. That's
right,
all. It don't carry no weight when it comes to the soul. Your soul is the energy that makes that processor work. So imagine your body being a computer, right? A physical
mhm,
computer. And your brain is the motherboard, like the processing chip, right?
right,
Well, none of that shit works without electricity. Your soul is
exactly,
the electricity.
right,
So your soul is all of it. It ain't none of that happens without the soul. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
when
yeah,
the soul leaves the body, it don't need none of that shit to operate because it is consciousness.
right,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So we end up giving the mind all of this credit for stuff, and then we start then and once you do that, it's easy to start second guessing because then you like, well, is that my mind or da da da? The mind don't matter. Like it's
bro,
just a processing chip. Like it's part of the flesh suit. It's part of it's Jarvis in the
yeah, right,
fucking Tony Stark suit. Like you know what I'm saying? Tony
right,
Stark is the soul. The
right,
suit is your body. Jarvis is your brain. That's
bro.
what that's the best analogy I can give to it.
Right. And I will say, man, since, for the longest, I've really just come to the place where I'm just like, fuck it. All of this is me. Like
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, I've processed through so much, right? One of the things I
Mm-hmm.
started processing through in my life was instead of finding somebody to blame, whether it's a God, the
Mm-hmm.
devil, and all of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
literally, bro, I started from the beginning of a lot of stuff and I started looking at it instead of saying, well, this person made me feel that way. That person did this and blah, 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 blah. It was like, no, this person did this. And this is the emotion I felt. And this is what I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
I chose to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
And
for
and
real.
yeah. And you chose to have that whole thing happen. Like, you
Right.
see what I'm saying? This is all about soul growth. I don't think people really understand our purpose here is the soul to grow, have these experiences, understand duality, understand good and evil, right, wrong, because none of that stuff exists on the other side. Like I did a whole video, my latest video is on that. Like, um, we got to come to grips with a lot of the shit that we're experiencing here. We won't ever experience again when we leave here. Like
Yeah.
we just won't because it don't exist because
Right.
nothing can harm you on the other side. So
Right.
evil don't exist because nothing can be evil to you unless you believe evil exists. So you'll experience evil if that's what you, but what soul gonna choose to experience evil when they know because on the other side you're a soul and you know everything, you're omniscient. Why would you choose to experience evil if you know it don't really exist? Like, you know what I'm saying? The
Right.
highest form of intelligence wouldn't do that, and you're higher than the highest form of intelligence as a soul, because literally, you're God on the other side. Like, you're
Right.
what the characteristics of what they say God is. That's what you are.
Right.
omnipresent, omniscient. You know, you speak with telepathy, like
Right.
everything that religion has taught us that God is literally what we are in
Right.
our soul form. So, um, but like I said, it, people need something to follow if they haven't had the experience. There are rare people like you who will, and the thing is, you've had experiences. I'm talking about it's people who haven't had anything experience, right?
Right.
And some of them are rare enough to say, hey, I'm gonna, I want to pursue this. But until you had the experience, you still just following. Whether you following me or you following Darius, you still just following. And that's just
Right.
the truth. Like people don't want to hear that, but that's just the truth. If you haven't had the experience, if if I never played in the NFL, then I'm not part of the NFL family. You see what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
not that I can't be if I trained hard enough and I had that opportunity to do that. Um, did my thing cut off?
No, huh?
Okay, cool. My thing said low battery. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
so if
You're not a part
you
of the
know
NFL family. Yeah.
yeah, again because I haven't had that experience. I tell
Right.
people that when I'm talking about sports, like I'll be like, I don't sit there and judge these people for what they doing. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. They know.
Right.
You see what
You
I'm
just a
saying?
fan.
I'm just a fan. Like you know what I'm
You
saying?
just a spectator. Yeah,
I'm a
I get
root
it.
my oh shit. I'm a root for my team and I'm enjoy doing that. But ultimately, I don't make no decisions about what's going on. I'm an Eagles fan.
Right.
I don't make no decisions about what they do. If they trade away Jalen Hurts, I ain't got shit to do with that because I don't. That ain't my job. Like you know what I'm saying? All
Right.
I can do is be a fan, and I've been a
Right.
fan since before any of these players were around.
Right.
So the same. I look at this is the same. Like a lot of people are looking for something to follow because they haven't had the experience. You see what I'm saying? So they're a fan of these things instead of actually becoming a player. You know what I mean?
Do you
And
think
it
it's well?
go ahead.
Why do you think we like in this whole thing? Why do we get so deep into it? You know what I'm saying? Even like with sports, right?
Because everybody looking for the meaning of life.
Which is whatever you apply to it,
It, the meaning of
right?
life is to have the experience. That's
Right.
it.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. So
it.
whatever you
Like
apply to
this
it,
is what I'm saying. They're looking for people are, and I used to be, and again, I don't want to sound judgy because I'm not judging these people because I used to be one of them. I was looking for truth. We was looking for truth together.
indeed.
This is
Right.
why we got where we are now.
Right.
Like, bro,
Right.
this
Right.
is why me
Exactly.
and you. This is the only reason me and you are even in each other's lives. If it
Yeah.
hadn't been for that Israelite stuff, we wouldn't have never even met,
Right.
ever came back into each other's lives. Like it would have been
Right.
no reason to.
Right.
So we was looking for truth too, and people are looking for the truth because everybody inherently remembers that there is more to it than just this.
Right.
Everybody's starting to remember that. So now people want to know, like, this is why you get the flat earthers. They want trying to figure out, it's gotta they remembering it's something more to it than what we're being told. Like the
Right.
lies ain't matching up. Like Jay-Z said, lies ain't matching up. Bullshit catching up. Like
Yeah.
that's what's happening. Like we're in a time for that. We're in the
Yeah.
age of Aquarius. This is the time all of the shit is being revealed. I just watched the other day, they done got these Epstein survivors up there talking on camera. We didn't even know
Okay.
that shit was happening 15 years ago.
Right.
And now
Right.
you got the people who was directly affected by it talking on camera, naming names. Look at that.
Right.
Everything is getting ready to be real. Everything is coming crashing down. All these house of cards is coming down. And so
Specifically.
people,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say people don't really know what to do with that yet. You see what I'm saying? Because they've been so part of the programming here that they can't see the programming ending. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
can't fathom a day where money not going to even be a thing.
Right. Even
Money didn't.
religion.
A religion ain't gonna be a thing, but money didn't always exist.
Right.
Do we not understand there was a time in human history where money didn't exist? You worked and you ate what you worked.
Right.
And
Right.
now we got all the technology, you don't even have to do that. You got AI and robots that can do all the work we need done, and everybody can just go to the grocery store and pick up what they need and leave without paying nothing. Money it doesn't mean anything, and it's going to come a time where it don't exist. Religion is going to come a time where that don't exist, because I can tell you when that's going to happen. Once alien disclosure comes up,
Mm,
once that comes into play, then we can't talk about God
mm,
being this guy sitting on the throne, chariots, horses flying through the air. Like, we
right,
can't talk about that when you find out that the chariots they talking about was spaceships. You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now we can't talk about this this white or black, because the Israelites think God is black.
right, right, right,
This man God who runs around telling people to kill everybody and all this other crazy shit. We not gonna believe that no more, because we gonna see the guy who that is. We
right,
gonna not be told that was in Leo that did that shit. Yahweh
bro.
is in Leo. And so now, once you know that and they show it to you, these aliens come and they show it to you. Because the first aliens that we ever come in contact with that actually show themselves, they won't be monster looking. They're gonna look just like us.
Right,
They're gonna look just like humans. And they're gonna show us exactly what happened here, the history of it all. And then once you do that, they're gonna show us that the earth ain't some spinning ball in a vacuum and all that other shit that NASA keep telling us. They're
right.
gonna show it to us. And then once we see it, you can't go back to believing that bullshit.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
coming a time where all that's gonna be done away with. And we
bro.
living in that time. Like,
I'm
we
gonna be
living
honest with you. I never thought in a million years I would actually look forward to the damn fall of religion. Like
yeah,
as religious as I was, bro.
bruh.
Like I
Talk to me about it.
I just knew like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be transformed later into this
Yeah,
angel
in
and
the blink of the eye,
yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
all that.
be float up into the air. Like, and the crazy thing about it is, something like that is going to happen. It's called
Right, but
the end of the construct. That
right,
is going to happen, and
but
I
not
don't
in the
think
way that
but not in the way. It's not going to be a guy come down and be like, "Hey, I'm calling y'all all to me." Everything is just going to end suddenly. It's going to be done, and you're going to wake up, and we're going to be back home.
well, I'm down for
And
that too.
it's but people ain't down for it because they so love this thing, and they so feel like this is it. You see what
Because
I'm
we are,
saying?
and that's because we've been programmed into I'm just this body.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? So
exactly.
what it is, I was having this conversation recently with somebody that the fear is people are afraid of not existing because we believe this body is the
Mm,
existence.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, the religious fear is that, plus the fact that you got to go to hell if you don't do certain stuff.
Man, look,
If
the whole
nobody on this planet would be religious if they knew hell didn't exist, you just wouldn't need to be.
right,
You wouldn't need to be, and you shouldn't need a hell to make you be a good person.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Why does the threat of being on a burning sulfur fire thing, if that's the only reason you want to be a good person, then you ain't a good person anyway. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, but if you do away with all of this dogma and all these stories, when you do away with all that, what's really left to it?
Right,
People be like, "Oh, I got a personal relationship with God." Okay, what does that even mean?
right.
You ain't never seen him.
Why doesn't everybody? Okay, the thing is this, like
So
that
how?
whole
Hold
thing.
on, Antoine. I want you to digest that. I want your viewers to digest that. What I just said.
Gotcha.
How can you have a personal relationship with something you've never seen or heard from? And that's according to John the Baptist. John the Baptist said, "You haven't seen, no man has seen him or heard his voice." So you ain't seen God, you ain't heard his voice. Who you got this personal relationship with? You see what I'm
And
saying?
and that's what I was actually about to. I'm really supporting what you're saying,
Yeah.
which is why come, like say for example, right now, me and you both. Why we
Mm-hmm.
ain't both hearing the same thing? Like nobody ever hears the same thing.
Listen,
That whole programming is
yeah,
garbage, bro.
it's crazy programming. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, but nobody has seen him. Back in the day, in the Bible days, people saw God. he communed with man. He did all. So if he the same yesterday, today, forever, why he ain't doing that now?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we killed Jesus. Okay, well, what that got to do with it?
Everybody always got
What
an
they got
answer.
to do with it?
Everybody always got an answer, and none of that stuff ever makes
It's
sense.
always an excuse. It's
Excuse
always an
exactly.
excuse. It's always God can't do that. God can do it. If God is what y'all say he is, he can do whatever and I'm saying he because clearly he is a man. He can do whatever he wants.
Bro, I was
So,
talking to a former Israelite brother
mm-hmm,
recently, right? And I was even telling him, I said, bro, I said, I don't even understand why anybody would stay loyal to the God of the Bible. Like, think
bruh,
about, well, look
that's
at what he did
crazy.
to Israel, and you say that's your son.
And that's
Your
your chosen
son.
people. That's
I
your chosen folks. And look what you did to them.
I had to break it down to him like this. I say, okay, let's go all the way back to, Abraham and then right, well, Jacob, I mean, like, okay,
Mm-hmm,
you look, first of all, I abandoned you, let you go into a whole nother dang old nation. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Not had no relationship with me. Now this sound like let's be honest, bro. This sound like a
Yeah.
black father now. And I'm talking about the low down black father, the deadbeat.
It
I'm
sounds
gonna
like a
let you
nigga
go
father.
into somebody else's house, learn their
Yeah.
ways. Then I'm whenever you where I want you to be, I'm gonna come take you out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
not just take you out. I'm gonna force you out.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have you
Painfully.
go. Then I'm gonna have you go into some other stuff, and I'm gonna put all these demands on you. We ain't got no relationship, but I'm gonna start killing your offspring off of them not knowing how to have a relationship with me. Look how stupid this sounds. And
And then,
then
yeah.
as we continue going, we're gonna go through, I'm gonna put you through 40 years of dumb stuff, and I'm gonna kill people, your offspring, which is supposed to be my children, along the way for their ignorance. And then I'm gonna every time you don't do something I want, I'm gonna keep hurting you and killing you and this and that. Bro, that whole bro,
Yeah.
anybody who believes in that God, I don't care if
That
you're Israelite or
is
Christian,
crazy.
if you co-sign that kind of treatment, what kind of would you? I say, bro. I said, would you expect your son? I said, your son who lives in your house. Would you expect your
Right.
son to be loyal to you if you treated him that way? He said, hell
Exactly.
no.
Listen, let me add to that. Then this same God tells you, and it's part of the commandments that murder is a commandment you're not supposed to do, and then go order you to go murder a bunch of people to take their land. Like,
Yeah, no,
nigga,
no,
what?
not just that. Look, in the household, no, kill your own brothers.
Kill your own. Kill your own. Listen, take your son up on this thing and sacrifice me because I want to
If
play. See if
now,
you'll
now,
do it.
now let's be honest. If we put something like that on social media and said a man is had some of his children kill his other children, and he don't want to go to jail. Everybody be calling for him to go to jail and all of that stuff.
Everybody be
But
calling him to
for
be put to
God,
death.
it's okay. You can
That's
justify.
what
I
I'm
mean, like
saying.
I'm serious. If
That's
you
what
just
I'm
bring this stuff down, that they justify concerning God. I don't like I said, whether you
saying.
Christian or Israelite or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
all the stuff they
whatever.
justify for God. If you have a man or a human who is doing these things and you try to justify
Hmm.
that, your ass gonna be locked up.
You're gonna be
But
locked
we
all the way up.
and that's who you work. That's who you worshiping.
Just listen, and this is why all of that is gonna fall. Because listen, this is the thing. Think about this, Antoine. We if we was having this conversation, if somebody else was selling us what we saying right now, 7, 10 years ago, well, when we first started that, what would
Yeah.
we be saying about them?
Oh, bro, I'd be cursing them, damning
Yeah,
them,
yeah. I'd be
or
like, oh, you
or
going to
or
hell. You going to
or I would
hell.
accuse them of not having any understanding.
Understanding. Yeah. Oh, you ain't
Yeah,
been reading the
you just
Bible. You don't have
lost.
an understanding. You don't have understanding. Well, what is the understanding? Then nobody can ever tell you what the fucking understanding is.
Right.
You ever notice that? When you
Yeah.
start asking questions, nobody can ever give you the answers. They just tell you, oh, you don't understand. Well, help me understand. Why the fuck is God doing that?
Right. And
You know
why
what I'm
is it
saying?
justified?
Why is he doing that? You could tell me what he did and who he did it to, but you can't tell me the why. And so the why ends up being, well, you just gotta trust God. You gotta just trust God. You can't question God. Nigga, what? You crazy. God telling me to go kill a whole bunch of group of people. I
Bro,
damn sure gonna ask him questions. Like, what we
listen,
talking
check this
about?
out. Out of my own for my own life, right? With what I'm dealing
Mm-hmm.
with the surgery. Okay, I don't know if I
Mm-hmm.
shared this with you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, What happened was the doctors back in the 70s was using forceps, and they
Mm,
used forceps and they cracked my skull. They fractured my skull and hid it from my
mm.
parents. Never told them.
Oh wow.
Now again, if you got some God who's supposed to be there, why didn't you stop that?
Why you stop
Further,
it? Yeah,
furthermore, even if you allowed it to happen, why didn't you make sure that my parents knew what was
yeah,
going on? You see what
yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah. Why
clearly,
didn't he just flat out heal you?
thank you.
Your parents is Christians. They pray for
And
healing.
thank you. Thank
Why
you.
ain't you?
You feel what I'm saying? Like for real. Why,
And listen, and it's a very simple answer because there's no God man controlling all that shit.
bro? I'm gonna tell you.
Everything you going through from a kid to now was already going to happen, regardless of whom or what, because that's what you agreed to happen when you came here.
Exactly. And that's why certain answers don't come. And I had to accept that because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Not just
Yep.
even from the church, me saying this, even from the side of the spirituality. As many goddamn tarot readings I done had, right? As many
All this
different
chakra shit.
workings and all this, that, and the other, and all these your ancestors saying this, your ancestors saying that. Why didn't anybody ever say your ancestors saying you need to go to the hospital and tell them to look at your brain?
Yeah.
Now, what I
Yeah.
will tell you is this. Now, this is the wild part, right? And this is why
Mm-hmm.
I lean more to where our position is. Now, what I will tell you is this. The whole time throughout my life, my souls have been telling me something's going on back there, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize. Again, that's again because of programming. I'm not, I walk myself out of religion, so now I got to work myself into truly having a relationship with myself. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so my soul went back in 2024. I will say this. I was thinking about making certain decisions, and my soul said, no, don't do that.
Right.
Something major is about to happen. But overall, I will say for me,
Mm-hmm.
my spirit, my soul was always telling me, like, this is coming up, get ready. Because, bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, but before I ended the day that I ended up having to go to the ER, bro, I'd say probably 2 weeks before that, my soul was telling me, get ready,
Mm-hmm.
something's coming up, this, that, and the other. And I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was gonna be heavy. And the whole
Mm-hmm.
way, it was like leading up to that day, it was like, it's getting ready to come. And
Right.
then my whole freaking body just locked up.
Right.
My whole body
What
locked up.
that's your soul reminding you of what you already knew,
Right,
which you agreed for all of that. Like
right.
that's
I can actually accept that because I know my soul. And my soul is like,
mhm.
we want the deep experience. We don't want
Yep.
the
We
easy
want
route.
that experience, bro. It's people that's going through stuff worse than what you're going through.
Yes.
It's people going
Yes.
through things way worse than what you're going through. Like,
Believe
and
me.
I'm not trying to, and what you're going through is way worse than anything I've ever gone through. And then there's people going through stuff worse than that. Ain't no
Yeah.
why
I just
to
said
it.
that to somebody the other day.
We
I'm with you.
agreed for it. We said this is gonna be my experience this time. This is
Right.
the crazy thing about it is the last time you hear maybe I had a horrible experience, maybe worse than this experience that I'm having now.
Yeah.
Maybe the next if well, I ain't gonna be no next time because I ain't coming back here. But
You're right.
I'm dead ass when I say that too. People be like, yeah, right. I'll be like, no, when I tell you I ain't coming back, I ain't coming back here. This
Right.
is the
Yeah.
last show for me. Like, first of all, I don't think I'm gonna die. I think the end of the construct gonna happen while I'm alive. I think I was told in an OBE that I'm here to bear witness. Now, it didn't say specifically what that meant, but it just means I'm here to bear witness. So something I'm here to bear witness to, and I'm still trying to confirm what it is, but I believe it's the end of the construct. Because
Right.
even as a kid, as a teenager, Like I never thought I was going to live to be an old man, but I also never thought I was going to die either. Like
Yeah.
I never thought I'd live to be 90, 80, 90, 70, 80, 90. But I also knew I wasn't gonna die. At that time I was in religion, so I believed the rapture was gonna happen before then.
Right.
But
Right. Right.
now that I know that that's not exactly, it is something like that, but it ain't like that because
Right.
the rapture tells you that some people gonna be left here, some people going. The end of the
Right.
construct is the end for everybody. Good, bad, ugly, it don't matter. Everybody done in that
Show's
moment
over.
and go back to perfection.
Right.
Shows over, and it ends in a celebration. So all the soul families get together, whatever line you come from, they singing for you when you go home. Like when this happened, they're singing a song of celebration for us who came here to endure this last part of the construct.
Well, I'm all
So
for it.
yeah, so when I tell you like people looking for meaning to something that don't matter. Like I don't know how much more I can stress this. This life really don't matter. It's literally you just here to have the experience and then go home. Like it's
But
literally that.
and see the thing is though, that's the part that it takes a shifting of the mind
Mhm.
to really accept the experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
so I'll tell you, it also takes you having these OBEs or lucid dreams and starting to understand that your soul exists beyond this. Then you can understand that, yeah, I'm just here to have an experience. It's
Right.
hard when you ain't never seen the other side and all you know is this. Because remember, when you come here through the sea of forgetfulness. So you have to have a memory wipe when you come here. So you don't really know what's on that there is even the other side and it's physical and all the stuff that you but through the OBEs, starting with lucid dreaming, starting to learn about OBEs and starting to have those experiences, you learn that okay, this is just you learn that this I learned that. I didn't know this before I had my first OB. I didn't know that this was an experience. I just thought, I'm here, I'm gonna live and die and then go somewhere, heaven, hell, whatever. But
Right.
then once I had the experience, I understood I always existed and I always will exist. There is no point there is no time, but even if there was, there is no point in time in which I didn't exist. I've
Right.
existed yesterday, today, and forever. Like
Yeah.
there is no at point at which Corey didn't exist. And when I say Corey, I mean the exact person I am now, maybe not the same name, but the exact person I am now has always existed.
Right.
I've just played different roles when I came to play the video game, which is basically what this is. You enter the video game, you play the role, and you cut the fucking video game off, and you die in the video game, and then you cut it off, and it's all like you play video games before. You ain't at your dinner table eating dinner thinking about what your character was doing in a video game. Like
Right.
it don't matter. Like you don't care about it. And I think that the sooner we come to terms with what this really is, what this whole experience really is, the easier it'll be for people to live a better experience, which is what I've
Right.
been transitioning to now. And let's focus on chasing. I don't chase OBEs. I practice and nights that I practice. If I'm able to come out, great. If I'm not, cool. If I have a lucid dream and I try to come out through that, great. If I can't, cool. I'm not pressed about any of that anymore because I've had enough experiences to know the fundamental truth, which is I exist beyond this flesh suit. That's really all I needed to know. Like I came into this trying to figure out what happens to you after you die. I already
Yeah.
figured that out. I already know. Well, I didn't figure it out. I know my soul knows, and shown. I have been shown what happens to you after you leave your flesh suit because I've done it.
Right.
So I don't have no more questions. The questions here, the the only questions people can have is about this place, and I don't care. Like I don't care. I know it's just an experience, so I ain't really trying to understand the experience. I'm just experiencing it, and I'm having the best time of my life now because now I'm not worried about nothing. I just live every
Right.
day. I don't think about the future. I don't think about next week or the month after that. I don't think about nothing. I ain't saving money to have a retirement plan. I don't give a shit about none of that because it don't
So
matter.
if okay, I get it, right? And I'm curious, if I may
Mhm.
ask, right?
Yeah,
Then like it's gonna be kind of a personal question. You
yeah,
don't have
no,
to
yeah,
answer.
yeah. Shit.
So, like, what kind of discipline do you teach your children then? And what I
None.
mean by that is right, like okay, okay. So I'll speak for myself so you understand where I'm coming
Mm.
from.
Go
Like
ahead.
I follow you with certain things I don't care, but
Mm.
it's almost like a part of me still has to teach my children the importance of certain disciplines, setting goals to achieve and stuff like that because I don't know when this is going to be over. So I still want them to have certain
Mm.
qualities and
Characteristics, quality.
attributes.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In the
And
process.
so, yeah. So I teach my kids what they need to know for where they at.
Mm-hmm.
And when it come time for them to know something more, then we'll teach it then. But why am I teaching them attributes that they're not going to use until they 20 and 30, and I may not even be here to witness it?
What I'm saying is
Or, oh, go ahead.
like just a whole thing of like next week, like say for example, your child may know that they got a tryout for something next week.
Yeah.
Prepare for it. You're still teaching
Yeah,
to
yeah,
prepare
yeah,
for next
yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
not being funny.
you,
I mean,
no, no, no. That's, yeah, no, for sure. Like to prepare for what you want. What I'm saying is, I'm not thinking about 20 years down the line.
yeah,
Like a lot of this experience, they teach you to focus so much about what's going to happen in this time and this time. What if you don't get to that?
right,
You see what I'm saying? Well, you'll be prepared. Prepared for what? Because you ain't here to do none of it. You see what I'm saying? And
right,
so you spend time, and what that ultimately do have you worrying about whether that time is gonna come, or if it does come, will I be ready for it? You ain't gonna know until you in that experience. What if what you prepare for looks totally different when you get there?
True.
You can't
Well,
prepare for every single fucking avenue.
that is true.
You feel what I'm saying? So what
That's
we
true.
talking about? What if you prepare and saving? Okay, I'll say saving money. You prepare. I'm save this money. I'm retired, and then you get to retirement age, and you need more money than you saved to retire. Then what?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like,
see, I'm playing devil's advocate because on the
yeah,
other
no, and
side,
that's fine because I got the answers. It don't matter.
the
It
thing,
don't matter. I
and
got the answers.
I follow you
Yeah.
100%. However, I will say still, the person who at least saved and had what they had is still better off than the person who had the same amount of time and saved nothing.
Is it?
So that's why I was
Is
asking.
it? But is it though?
Well,
You
okay,
saying it is.
okay.
You
I see,
saying it is. But
I,
is it?
s- I see what you're saying.
You don't know that because you don't know the future. What if you did save all this money and you get there and now money don't even exist no more? And you
Yeah,
spent all your life working hard to save this amount of
yeah, that
money and
would
do
be
all this
crazy.
shit, and now money don't even ain't even a thing by the
That
time
would,
you get there. See what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's crazy.
I'm saying your soul don't worry about the future because there
Right.
is no future. So what I've learned from the other side, I'm applying it to this experience right now. I'm staying present in the now. I
Yeah.
don't care nothing about next week or a year from now. I'm staying in the now because on the other side, there ain't no next week or down the future and none of that. So
Right.
I'm using what I know from the other side and applying it to right now. I
Right.
don't want to harm nobody because on the other side, I know I can.
Right.
So why wouldn't I practice that right now? You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I can't lie to nobody on the other side. So why am I lying to people now?
Right. Right. Right.
Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
No, I
saying?
feel you
Why?
on that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm preparing myself for what eternity, or I say eternity because that's a time concept that we have, but I'm preparing myself for what that looks like on the other side right now so that I can have the same experience on the other side right here. I'm
See,
emotionally balanced. I
you.
don't go too high and go too low because I don't have no expectations. I'm just doing it for today. I'm living for today and enjoying the experience I'm having right today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
now I'm
Yeah.
never too high. I'm never too low. I'm always right here because I'm taking one step at a time. And that's literally what Jesus was telling y'all.
Yeah.
Literally what he told you. Get away from the world. Don't, do away with the things of the world. Focus on your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live
Biggest thing
right
for
now
me
the
is
same way you lived it. You're going to live on the other side.
Yeah, and the biggest thing for me is, I know for me is like I'm really just allowing, because again, you have to tell certain people about what's going on and stuff,
Hmm.
and then they have their thing that they say, and a lot of people don't understand when I say I'm just walking through it, like, because they're like, oh, you're gonna be okay, or you should feel this and that.
Yeah.
Look, look,
How you know? How you
right,
know I should feel? Like
right,
you ain't. It ain't your experience. I
right,
stopped doing that. Listen, that's why I told you before. I can't sympathize. I can empathize, but I can't sympathize with what you're going through because it's not my experience.
right,
It's yours, and it's yours
right,
alone. It's your weight to carry.
right.
I got my own weight to carry. My
Yeah,
weight may not feel as burdensome as yours, but your weight ain't as burdensome as some other people's. You see
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
comparison is the thief of joy. So I ain't even trying to compare. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you picked all of this, and I picked all of mine, all
Yeah.
of it. So I don't need nobody to help me through it because I picked it. I chose it. And now that I know that, it makes it easier to walk in that. I ain't looking for nobody to save me or help me.
And the thing, the interesting thing is, at one point, I'm not gonna lie, at one point I said, why did I pick this? But now, it's like the more I continue doing
Mhm.
breath work and stuff, you, regardless, OBE or not, I still know I'm connecting to my soul. And
Yeah,
the more I connect with myself without words, I do understand why I'm going through this.
yeah.
I will say, this is a very interesting
It's
experience.
challenging.
How
It's
it's
challenging. Yeah.
extremely on
Right.
so many
Right.
levels.
Right. Right.
However, the more I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, I see why I'm going through this. I see why
Yeah.
I'm going through this. Again, because that's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Listen, it's what you chose. This is what I'm saying. Because most people only think this is the only life they've ever lived. So they
Right.
can't fathom anything else other than this. Well, what if you was a king the last time you came here?
Right.
Don't you think it's fair you would get to experience what you're experiencing now this time?
Facts.
If we here to experience all of it, and you've been here and you experienced the highs, don't you think it's fair that you get to experience the lows too?
Indeed.
You see
Indeed.
what I'm saying? I swear I
Indeed.
look at it.
Now, what's
And if you
wild?
experience the lows, I would expect if you listen, I used to be jealous of rich people.
Yeah.
But then now I think about it, I'm like, bro, what if the last time they was here, they was homeless?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What if they was drug addicts the last time they was here?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. Yeah.
So I don't judge no more. I don't got no judgment for nobody because at the end of the day, I don't know what their experience is even right now, much
Right.
less the one that they've had prior to this or the one that they have after this if they choose to come back here.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, it's simple. It's just people don't want that answer. They want an
Yeah.
answer that make them feel good,
Yeah.
and answer ain't here to make you feel good. The answer is here for you to get understanding.
Right.
Understanding don't always feel good. Lot got a bunch of fucking understanding when he was getting tested,
Right.
and it didn't feel good, but he was getting understanding,
Right.
understanding that he needed to be faithful to whatever God that Anunnaki being he was worshiping. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's the same thing with you. Like, bro, I hate that you're going through what you're going through, but at the end of the day, it's what you chose.
I am, bro. You
Whether
know what?
you know, and so it don't help me to feel sorry for you. What it helps me to do is to help you understand this so that you can move emotionally balanced through it all.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
And so now you can move different. You ain't going into war. I'm not gonna let you go into the woe is me category. I'm not
Indeed.
gonna let you. Not as long as you fuck with me. I'm not letting you go into that. You know what I'm
Indeed.
saying?
Indeed. Indeed.
Um, because I know this is just part of the experience. Listen, bro, I won't even be sad if you, as your soul chooses to leave and you
Right.
leave. I won't be sad because I know that you made the choice to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you was like, yeah, he was going through it, and he said, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to do this no more.
Right. Right. Right.
I'll feel bad for your children because they lose their dad, but
Right.
even they agreed to have that experience.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hurt like hell to lose my mom, But before I came here, me and my mom said, hey, at this day and time, I'm going to leave you and you're going to have to go through what that is to be without me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, okay, cool. We'll do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
If you
Because
stop
it's
looking for this eternal purpose that makes you feel good, then you can accept what this is and accept the experience for what it is.
bro, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even like I said, I don't a part of me has kind of become more skeptical or just
Mm,
dismissive. I'll say not skeptical, dismissive.
mm,
Because even that whole idea of karma, right?
yeah,
It's like that doesn't even make sense to
it
me.
ain't no such thing.
It's because more than
Yeah,
anything, people say, well, in your last life you did this.
yeah.
Well, really, to me, it's not like I'm being punished for that. It's a continuation of the learning.
The learning, the experience.
You
Yes,
see what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
It's
yes.
like, in grade school, you got the different levels, fourth, fifth grade, different math. You got your
Mm-hmm,
addition, subtraction,
mm-hmm,
division, multiplication, division. Then you
mm-hmm.
start running into the square roots and the cubes and stuff like
Yep.
that. That's this,
And listen, every year you got to come back to school to level up, to learn more.
right.
So every time we leave here, we come back to level up and learn a different part of the experience.
And that's why I'm so dismissive of this, a lot of the spirituality stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
of,
listen,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, finish that thought because I'm gonna go somewhere with this.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, cause I do. I look at all of that and it's like,
Mhm.
again, this is all me.
Right.
All
Yeah.
me.
So listen, I got a hard stop. So I'm going to end
Yep.
it with this last experience I just had. And it
Yes,
ain't the
sir.
most pleasant one, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was putting myself in sleep paralysis and I fell asleep. So in it started out as a dimensional space, so a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Midway through the dream, I realized I was dreaming. So I'm walking around like, oh, okay, I'm in a dream. My dad, I immediately my I shift to a hospital scene, and my dad is there. But my dad looks like he's 40 years. He looked young. Like he looked
Okay.
what I remember him to look like as like a teenager.
Okay.
Um, and again, this is literally what happened. It wasn't like I was a dream. I was aware at this point. I knew I was in this. I knew I was in a lucid dream state. I knew this. My consciousness is coming through. It's pulling through. And he says to me, son, I have pancreatic cancer. I'm going to go home when you 48. I turn
Whoa.
48 next week.
Whoa.
I said to him, that's in like 6 months. And he said, yeah. And then he walked through some hospital double doors and the whole scene switched and I was in the parking lot. I say that to say this. I'm not saying my dad is going to pass this year. I don't know that to be true. I just know that's what I was told by him. His soul entered my field and that's what it said. Or it could
Wow.
have been a projection of what I think he was going to say. I can't confirm or deny. But I know that's what was told to me.
Yeah.
And so my dad is 70 something, he almost 80 years old. So it is about time for him to go home. So I don't feel sad about this at all. The
Right.
life my father lived, I'm surprised he didn't go home earlier. My father was a drug addict at one time. My father did a lot of damage to his own self and to others.
Oh
And
wow.
you don't get to wash that away with Christianity once you find religion. That ain't how that works.
Right. Right.
You still gotta have that life review, and you still gotta experience everything you done to everybody, good and bad.
Right.
So he said that to me, and he literally said that to me, and then the whole scene changed, and I was back in the parking lot. And so yeah, that's what happened. And so
Wow.
I leave people with this, like everybody gotta leave here. And so don't be so worried about what's going on here because we all have to leave. It's
Right.
not it's not negotiable. You see what I'm saying? It's
Right. Yeah.
not
Yeah. Yeah.
negotiable. They trying to find ways to make us live longer, and that's cool. But we all have to leave here. We agreed to come here and leave
Right.
because this ain't our home.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
honestly, I'll be more happy for my father once he does leave, because right now he going through it, like, health
Mm.
wise.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I say people it's got worse situation than you,
Yeah.
my father is battling dementia, all kind of stuff at this point.
Mm.
He can't even remember like who he talking to at some points.
Mm.
So it's time for him to go home. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah.
it'll be time for me to go home at some point, whether it be from the end of the construct or my physical form is going in the ground. Either way, we all going home.
Right.
Every single one of us. This is why I tell people I ain't concerned with whether you believe what I'm saying is real or not. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you will 100% every single person living on this earth will know what I know now. And they
Yeah.
will know the truth of all things. So I wanted to share that with my people and your people too.
For sure.
Um,
Thank you.
and it's not, like I said, it's not a somber thing. I felt somber in that moment, but I wasn't sad. I wasn't waking up crying or nothing like that. I just kind of woke up and I was like, interesting.
Right.
Because he said, I'm going home when you 40, when you're 48. I was like, shit, well, I'll be 48 next week. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So, and then I said, that's 6 months from now. And he said, yeah. And just walked through the double doors and just left that scene. And this whole time I'm aware, like I know that I'm having this experience. I'm very aware. But yeah, so I hadn't shared that yet. I'm sharing it here first, but I'm probably gonna put it in my next video too, just so everybody
Yeah.
can see it. But um, yeah, man, just had the experience, bro.
Hold on,
Just
real
had
quick. So
the
your birthday in
experience.
September?
My birthday is is the 8th next Tuesday? No, that's next Monday, I think.
Yeah.
So
Next
yeah,
Monday.
yeah,
My
that's my
man.
birthday.
Cause I'm
Yeah.
26.
Oh, you just missed the Virgo.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You a
Yeah.
Libra, I think.
Yeah. I'm a
You
Libra.
just
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
I not that I know anything about that shit. Like I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, September is a great month. All the greats was in September. Michael Jackson is a Virgo, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We share a month with some good company.
All day.
Um, but yeah, so I'll leave you with that. Um, but yeah, and so I just wanted to share that with you.
No, I appreciate it, man. And again, I want to thank you for coming through. And also, if you don't mind, I just want to thank Darius too, because he had posted the other video to
Yeah,
his page. And
yeah,
I meant to say
yeah.
it at the beginning. But definitely thank you, Corey. The only thing I could say, even to the viewers, is that, you know, I got to get through surgery this month and start my recovery, and then I'll be back. So,
Yeah. And we'll
not
do this
necessarily,
again. Like once you
yeah,
ready and good to go, we're gonna do this again. Listen, people like me in our conversation. So
indeed.
I like having them because
Me
you've
too.
been my man for a while. You've been my man. We done been through a lot together.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
So
enjoy this.
I enjoy it.
Cool. So that's it. We're gonna rock out again on Black Phoenix. And this is Inner Dominion. Want to thank you all for your support. I don't really do this, but like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, because I ain't asking for no followers. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
like,
that.
share, subscribe,
Yeah,
bro.
because I hate to follow stuff, man. I don't
Nah,
like
nah.
that
Listen,
word.
listen. These people need what you doing. So get as many people to hear it as possible. It's a message. It's part of the great work, and we need to share it. We need to share. People need to have understanding. Man. We just talked about that. So like, share, and subscribe to my man's channel. He got amazing content. He's very knowledgeable about a host of other things. We just trying to get him on the OBE shit so he can talk about that too. But everything else you want to know, from the Aquarian Gospel to Jesus Christ, the Secret Book of John, I wouldn't know about none of that shit if it wasn't for this guy right here. So yeah, definitely give him a follow, like, share, subscribe, whatever you do. And let's blow this channel up, man, because people need this stuff. They need this information.
Thanks, Corey. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. So we out.